Okay, everybody. Purpose of this video is to show you how your final grade is going to work out through this video. And so I've logged in as Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson has been enrolled in my course. And as you can see, he has a lot of overdue assignments. He needs to get to work. He hasn't done any of them, but he is still going to get a grade in this class, just like you. He's been getting all the updates and everything, and you're seeing a lot of duplicate assignments. That's because he's enrolled in all three of my classes. However, though, for the purposes of this video, we are going to just kind of try to focus on one class as you are already in. So I'm going to scroll back up here to the top. I'm going to go ahead and click courses. I'm going to go ahead and click first just for to make it simple. And what we will do here is we will find an assignment that's due on May 25th, 2020. It's called the grade before we got out for school. Go ahead and click on that. And you can see here in the comment that it says the grade will reflect the grade that you had when you left school. So I've been able to access PowerSchool, upload these grades, and according to North Carolina, we have a few different options. Option one is that you can take this grade. A lot of people haven't done any work and they are going to get a grade based off of what happened before school if they reply to me. That is a key thing to remember. You have to reply to me in order to get that grade. Option two, if you've been doing the work, you can take your new grade, the Schoology grade, combine it with the grade you had before and get a better average. However, though, there are a few people, and I can count them on my hand, one hand that is, that already have a 100 average. There's no way in the world you're going to improve a 100 because that is the maximum amount of points that we are able to enter into PowerSchool. And then there is another option. You can take a PC19. This means that, let's say I have a 60 average and I don't want that reflecting on my GPA, but I want to get credit for the class. You can go ahead and take that. And then there is an option you can take a WC19. This is a withdrawal from the course and you will not fail the course. It will not count towards your GPA. This will only count for people that were failing previous to March 13th and did not do any work whatsoever. So you're not really failing the course. It's not going to hit your GPA, but you will have to retake the course again. So there are not many people in that area. That's the good thing. If you are one of these people, you need to get some work done, get it done quick. I've contacted you. I've done everything in the world that I can. And you got to do your part. Now, Mr. Thompson's looking at this grade and he sees that he has 100 out of 100 for this. However, though, we go over here to your grades, just in case you can't see it this way. And we can see Mr. Thompson hasn't done any work whatsoever in this course, and he would pretty much receive a 0 for this. I know it's showing up here as a 50, but when everything is said and done, he's going to get a 0. And so if I were to average these grades together, he would receive a 50, which he would have to retake the course again. So what he needs to do is to get on here, just simply go back to the assignment, hit submit assignment, and then go to create and type in I want my grade before we got out. Hit submit, and there, he's done. He's already going to get that 100 for his test, well, before his final average. And as you can see, it says assignment submitted. So that's when you know you are good. If you, let's say, had a 75, you've been working hard, and your average comes up, you might want to go in there and type in, I want my grade combined. If you type nothing, and this is key, if you type nothing, you will automatically be entered into the PC19 or the WC19. Now, the good thing is there is going to be a grace period when we come back, which will allow you to go talk to your school counselors and say, hey, I want to change it from the PC19 to positively affecting my GPA. And if for some reason it negatively affected your GPA, you can go and say, hey, I want to go to a PC 19 instead of you calculating my GPA. So that is the good thing. My opinion on this, if you have a high GPA and you have a low grade, take the PC 19. You can always change it later on. If you have a high grade and your GPA is pretty good or even low, go ahead and take your grade, especially if you're in honors or AP or anything like that. That is only going to boost your grade. It's your choice. I need to know by the 25th. If I do not know by the 25th, I'm going to have to automatically assume that you want the PC 19 or the WC 19. Don't get the WC 19. Please get on, do the work. And everyone else, I'm proud of you. We've had a difficult year. If there's anything that you need help with, let me know. I'm here for you. Care about all of you. Please take the time to do this. We've been instructed from the central office. This is how it's going to be. This is coming from the state. And now I'm giving it to you. We are no longer left in the dark. And just continue to do your best. And I will make sure that, we make it through. Take care, everybody. Have a good summer. And I'm proud of you. One additional thing to add is that it's going to be like this in your Google Classrooms as well. Your other teachers should be setting something up like this, some kind of instructional video, or you're seeing that grade, what it was before we got out, and you had that choice as well. So do this for every single classroom. You may be great at history and have a great average, but if you're like me and you had a terrible math average, you might want to take that PC 19. It's up to you. Take care again. I love you, miss you, and have a good summer. Proud of you.